to share the broadcast, help us grow the platform. You are listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. Let me try and make this smaller if I can. Can I? It's not going to let me do it. Okay, sorry. Here we are. So just give me a minute. You will see me in a minute. I'm just trying to make it smaller. There we go. Greetings all and welcome. Welcome to Season A, the platform where we speak truth to power. I haven't been on here for some time and I do apologize for the lack of consistency at this current time. It is a lot to contend with in trying to deal with things, and but there is a lot to talk about, and this is a particular concern. Lay the blame of insecurity at the doors of northern Nigerian politicians and colonials. Colonials have got a hold on the Nigerian psyche, and I hope that many of us are aware of that. Yeah, that's good. So please tap and share, tap and share. I know I haven't been on here for a bit. I hope you can hear me loud and clear. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We'll give it about an hour. And I've been meaning to do a live, but I've just been trying to build the platform and making sure it works. Please don't forget to sign up and subscribe and help us grow the platform. We do need your support. You're listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth power. It's difficult to be able to give you a precise time I'll be coming regularly. I'm trying to do that, but there are a number of issues I'm trying to solve in terms of the platform. So I do appreciate everybody that joins me and that's following, and I'm not taking anybody for granted. It's just that it's very hectic, and yeah. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so what I'm trying to do is to show, to hopefully we can get to a place where we can speak to about things, and and discuss at length, in depth, about what's going on. It's very, very important, and I know I have not been here for some time. I'm hoping I can get the consistency in place, but of course it's not always easy. So we're trying to really talk about topical issues, and this is a very topical one. I know it's not been discussed and it's been cleverly disguised. As we all know, the Western system, they have this agenda that is really to weaken and ensure that many parts of the global South are not functioning, and they need that because they want to control. Chaos is their order, if you like. Chaos is the order that the colonial structure seeks. So greetings and welcome to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak truth to power. I am focusing a lot on Nigeria, so you'll have to bear with me. It is a major concern. There is a lot of unaliving going on in Nigeria, and I wanted to talk about that. So let me see if I can bring this up so you can see it a bit more. So lay the blame of insecurity in Nigeria at the doors of the northern Nigerian politicians and colonials. Those of you watching, please tap and share. Help us grow the platform. Tap on the screen. Help us reach more people. Happy weekend to you all. Greetings and welcome to you on YouTube also. Please help us share and grow the platform. The concern, please tap and share, and please, as you're watching, give us a thumbs up on YouTube. Please tap on the screen and TikTok to help us grow the platform. We do need your support. Let me see, it looks like it's better. I can take that off. If I was doing the broadcast on just thank you very much for the thumbs up as well. Thank you for the love and the like. Thank you. If I was so what we're talking about now is something of a major concern, and interestingly, the same concern is what is facing Africa across the whole of Africa. Even in Burkina Faso, the system, the Western system is intent on ensuring that there's instability, because that is what the Western system relies on. Vaname, greetings and welcome. Sadio Barak, greetings and welcome. So the Western system relies on exploiting instability, as the way in which they profit. They profit from instability of communities, and that way they can come and do all manner of things for their own benefit and gain. And it's very important that we understand that. So we are going to be, today's topic is a very, very, it is to bring a highlight, shine a light on what is really going on. There is a massive genocide going on in Nigeria right now. There's a massive G-side going on in Nigeria, and it concerns me. I am from Yoruba land, a part of what is now known as Nigerians, that the colonials came to rename. It wasn't always Nigeria. There are kingdoms, the Oyo Empire, the Benin Empire, the Songhai Empire, the Dahomey Empire. They collapsed and destroyed many of the kings in those kingdoms, and now they now made what you now call Nigeria. And as a direct descendant of the kings and queens, in my own family, I have royal blood in my own family as well. I've been doing a lot of research, and it is very, very important that we understand that we have to know our history. And I'm not just saying it lightly. I've got records that are showing that I'm a descendant of a king. So I'm not just telling you, stories. And one of the things that we as Africans, many people have to understand is that it is not what has been done here. If we for 1 second think that colonization has ended, we are just kidding ourselves. We are kidding ourselves. And the evidence of what I'm saying now is borne out by greetings again. Thank you very much. We welcome Super Chats on YouTube as well. Please share the broadcast as you're watching us on YouTube. Help us reach more people. We really appreciate you. So, as you see in the picture, those of you who are on TikTok, you will see the picture of, let me see, I'm trying to get some, I don't know if I've got this right. Yeah, okay. Okay, I'm just trying to get everything going. Sorry, not that one. So please don't continue to share. Sorry, I'm not going to do that. Okay. Tap on the screen and let's hear comments. I'm going to try and bring people on. I'm not quite sure if I've got the right thing here. I needed to live weekly. Okay. Okay, I understand that. So anyway, I am going to try and see if I can bring people on board. And if you can join me, I'd very much appreciate it. Vaname, greetings. Rastaman, Buganda, Kingdom, greetings. Great, welcome. Like I said, a lot of the things that is happening on TikTok has made it very unreliable. So I've not been able to come on TikTok as per normal because I've just been, every time I do the broadcast, they will always sort of put a sign up, and it's distracting actually. But like I said, one of the things that I wanted to do today was to come and talk about what a pressing concern going on in Nigeria right now. There is a genocide going on in Nigeria right now. In the middle belt of Nigeria and across the north, in the southwest, in the southeast, there are many parts of Nigeria that are really being attacked by these terror groups, these terrorists. And 1 second, please. Is it here? No, I might have to go and get something outside and come back. But anyway, so why are we doing this show? Why highlight this? Well, we need to highlight it because oftentimes, for us to be able to do the things that I've been talking about on this platform, i.e., being able to stand up and speak truth to power and be able to actually hold your government accountable, there first has to be security. There has to be security on ground whereby you're secure in your community, and that is running, and those systems are in place to protect you. And then, of course, from that protection, now you can now start going about identifying what is lacking in your community in terms of infrastructure, and using the powers that we've been talking about on this platform, which is to empower people to know their rights in the local language and know and be able to use those rights to hold those in government to account. That is what knowing your rights is about, and actually being able to participate in governance is really about. But what we are faced with is much, much, much worse than even talking about having the right to be able to hold your government accountable or to know your rights. It's the right to be alive is a concern, because there are so many wars going on. There's so many unalivings going on that it is now become it has now become a major thing that we cannot ignore. It cannot be ignored anymore, and it's not no, well, not so much ignored. It cannot be sort of overlooked. I think is a better word to say. I've been focused. I can see the guys who are behind me. They still remain the focus because they're doing what we need to do across the whole of Africa. Um, in Burkina Faso, for example, they are setting up real industries. They can build an entire phone from scratch in Burkina Faso. They're building it. There's a video which I might share with you if the time allows, that talks about that. But there are so many instances where the government of Burkina Faso is being focused on ensuring that the people of Burkina Faso get the benefit of the resources in their land. Whereas the colonial structure has been telling us to be democratic, whilst under the guise of democracy, they're cutting away our wealth and building their own nations and beautifying and making it, work for them at our expense. Often taking our resources at pittance and benefiting for themselves to enormous amount and having untold gold in nations where they don't have any gold, in the West. Larry the Faso, greetings and welcome. Yes, thank you. I'm going to try and I'm trying to get my comment in, and I don't know how. Something is going wrong with the comment section of this broadcast, and I can't find it. But hopefully, I'll be able to bring that back. I don't want to detach it. So, but anyway, Larry the Faso, greetings and welcome. I'm going to try and bring some people on board, and we may chat. So let me, in fact, I'll bring in Larry the Faso if I can, not co-host, but multi-guest. I'm going to try and bring some guests as I'm speaking to you, so we can actually get you guys to join me. Yeah, not that one. Thank you. So history, invite. I'm going to try and invite. So Larry the Faso, I'm going to send you an invite. Rastaman, I'm going to send you an invite. Oliface, and also if I see Vanna, I'll do so. Greetings and welcome, Larry the Faso. Thank you very much, my sister. How are you?
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
How are you?
Good. Good. Thanks. Good. Thanks. Good. Thank you. Sorry, it's a bit echoey, but can you hear me all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Good. Good. Thank you very much, and I'm so glad that you've joined us.
Thank
Because
you.
I'm sorry I've not been in touch. It's just been very hectic. I'm trying to do one or two things, and having issues with the platforms. There seems to be a lot of restrictions placed on what I'm saying or what I'm doing, and that is problematic. So I've been trying to keep the platforms going in behind the scenes so that it doesn't get taken down completely. So, and it's frustrating. And this is one of the reasons why I talk about having our own African platform. There's a place called Leke Leke that I've seen, and I'm going to try and talk more about that maybe in the next broadcast. But please, Larry in the Faso, could you tell us what is happening in Burkina Faso right now in terms of the security situation and also the industries, if you can, please? Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. I'm be sleeping. I'm just wake up. I'm
Oh,
still
okay.
online because I'm working tonight. I'm doing
Okay.
my job. As I will try to say what is happening to Burkina Faso in moment now. And thank you. Couple of days, I see what's happening exactly when. Thank you. This woman from London here to go to our country.
Sky News.
Uh, yeah, to go to make the interview in President Ibrahim Traore.
Yes.
Think when she be there, the festival, they welcome to her very well, but the problem is she is be no cooperation. She's be very, very arrogant.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's somebody sent to her. When she be there, they welcome her. They give everything to her,
Mm-hmm.
like a human being. But
Exactly.
unfortunately, everyone see all the world see attitude in our president, where she been doing the question she will protect him. But Ibrahim Traore, it is somebody. He listen to people. He
Mm-hmm.
listen. He respect the people.
Mm-hmm.
But fortunately, when this woman come back to London,
Yeah.
she post something. It's not real to my country. It's
Yeah.
not true.
Mm-hmm.
She said when she be there, they did not treat her very well. She did not let her to do whatever she want to do. But all of this is, I can say, I'm sorry, the word is lie. Because
Exactly.
they treat her very, very, very well. I'm telling you. Yeah, that is happening now in Burkina Faso. It's everywhere in the world. Everyone talking about this woman. I don't know if everyone can come in here in this platform to give an opinion if the way she done it is good or no. I don't know. But
In fact, yes.
in moment now, the security in my country, everything is go very well. It's no problem. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you, Larry in the Faso. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you explaining that to us. And I saw the video. And I think I shared, I think I spoke about it about a few days ago, where I came on when I was live on here, where I actually said that I played the video of the lady and what she was saying. And everything she was saying was a calculated propaganda to try and, to try and demarcate Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, to try and say that they're regime. They're not regimes. They're African nations with the sovereign nations, and those nations no longer want any part of democracy, because democracy is a falsehood. Democracy has been used to take our wealth. Sorry about that. I'll bring the camera back. My camera just went. But don't worry, I'll be back here. I'm still here. So I'm going to get the picture back. So just bear with me. So whilst I'm doing in the background, I'll put another picture so that I don't lose the broadcast. So I'm still here. You can see me, but I mean, you will see me in the shot. Wow, the camera just went, and I don't quite know why that is happening. But like I said, so the lady she's almost like a spy, to be honest. And the way she asked the question, and I'm really glad that President Ibrahim Traore was very, very clever in how he dealt with her attempts to try and paint him in a particular way. Now, we do know that there are industries going on in Burkina Faso right now. There are phone industries that are going on in Burkina Faso, and I wonder if I'm able to, if the camera will let me, once I can get that functioning, if it will let me do what I've got to do to bring it back on. But what I'm really keen to state here is that in Africa now, we must begin to, that's why we need our own media, because the media that they send to Africa, they try to portray Africa in a negative light. They try to portray Africa as though we don't have any sense of what is going on. I'm still here, so just bear with me. It's just that the camera has just gone off, and I'm trying to fix that as I talk to you. So I'm sort of multitasking, so do bear with me. But rest assured, I am not going anywhere. I am here. I'm hoping that the pictures can actually reset. Sometimes this has been happening of late. I don't quite know what's going on. They've changed some features, and somehow it is not agreeing with my setup, and I'm trying to adjust it, but we will get there in the end. So going back to the topic, as I said, one of the things that they've been doing is the way they are portraying Africa. It is very important for them to be able to exploit Africa. They have to say that Africa is not working. They have to say that Africans cannot do it. They have to try and make us say we cannot govern ourselves. They have to try all of these things, all with the aim, just bear with me, all with the sole aim of actually portraying us in a negative light, so that they can come and exploit on the basis of on basis of what they are saying as a fact, which is not a fact. So we have to be very aware of that. And again, we need to be very careful of what news we consume or how we consume it. I tend to watch everything now on the West I cannot watch it. I don't like watching films as much now, because I understand that all of it has been it's been a clever agenda that's been set up, so that what you see in the film and what they say, it's all it's all planned. Sorry about the pictures not coming back. I don't quite know why this is happening. I'm trying to solve it, believe you me, because it's frustrating to be able to speak and not be not having to speak and not be able to have a picture so that you can see me. But I will get that back up and running as fast as I can. So now the thing I want us to really bear in mind is that all of this thing, based on that interview, we now know that the West know that we are able to do things ourselves. They've always known. Before they even came to Africa, Africa was the birthplace of Africa is the birthplace of civilization. Even they know that. But they don't want to, if they admit to that, then the idea of folk ain't kinfolk, all skin folk ain't kinfolk. Yes. Synovia Ridley, thank you very much for that. I haven't seen your, I tried to check your email, but I couldn't see it on the monthly Citizen AY newsletter. But anyway, we're trying to iron that somehow. So maybe if you inbox me, I'll send something to you directly, and others as well. Please, we're still doing the monthly newsletter, and that the one for April is up and running. So please do get in touch. So now the thing to really bear in mind is that everything that is being done in the Western government when it comes to the global South is to portray the global South in a negative light, to make us believe that we don't have any, nothing is working in Africa, that Africa can only work when the Europeans are involved. Africa can only function when Africans, you know, when Africans agree to allow the colonials to come into their country and run it for them. And it's psychology that we have to break free from. We need to break free from that in Africa because they make us believe that we are the worst of everything. I do apologize. I'm still trying to fix the picture as I speak to you, so just bear with me. Yeah. Which
Okay,
news?
no problem. Take your time.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. So, as I'm speaking to you, it is very important. I'm going to play you a video whilst I'm doing this as well. Let me play you a video. There in Nigeria, for example, something has happened.
Okay.
In Nigeria right now, there is a picture, there is a video which I'm going to play to you. And in that video, you will hear the man talk about what the West is doing in Nigeria right now. There is a massive genocide going on in Nigeria right now. And the genocide, they are telling you that it's about Christianity and Islam. It is not. They are just smoke screen. It is not about Christianity or Islam. It's about trying to grab the land. The colonials are using the Fulani people. Sorry to say this, if you're a Fulani person, I'm not. But if you're in Nigeria, this is what they're doing. The colonials are using the Fulanis in Nigeria, in northern Nigeria, to destabilize the nation because they are no longer just intent on taking the resources in Nigeria, but they want to actually come and actually have their own place there because the climate, the conditions, they want it. So listen to this guy here. Have a listen.
Who don't know the plan of the West? If you take a look at Jos, for instance, anytime I see the insecurity in Jos and why the people of Jos can never be at peace,
yeah,
it is not even because of religion. There is a deliberate attempt by conspiracy from the West to wipe out people from Jos and take over that place. The Western people want to come and settle in Nigeria the way they settled in South Africa. It is their dream. So, the most friendly place that they can settle in the whole of West Africa that have a conducive weather condition for them to come and settle is Jos. So, there won't be peace. There won't be peace in that place. And it might look funny to you. That city in South Africa that is being occupied by white people today, there was a time the black people living there never believed that white people could come and take over the whole of the city.
Exactly.
That is how it always looks. You will never believe that people can be evacuated, but it can. It can. Evacuation is very, very gradual, and it will happen in the next 100 years, in the next 200 years, in the next 300 years. If they tell you that there were black people in Jos, you will not believe it. And those fools fighting, they thought they are fighting and retaliating over religion, but they will just come and wipe all of them out and claim it is terrorists, it is bandits, it is Boko Haram. Then further, they will say they want to come and cry, they want to come and clean up the place, they want to come and do a resettlement. Before you know that, the building is the taking over of that place. And I have an evidence of this.
Sorry.
People are being displaced. Villages are being displaced. Which means if somebody is living, as I speak with you, people don't get village again. Some people get Nigeria now, they don't get village. They don't get say, I won't go back to village. They don't get. If they come to village, they see where they bury their forefathers, where their palace, everything burnt down, and the men killed, and the rest of them scattered. So before one person go say for an ant to play for Lagos, another person go say for different hang around where they don't go hang. What did they call them? IDPs. If they stay at IDPs, I bet you that village can never come back as that village again. So before you know, they will not do as if they have made peace for them and people should return. They will bring the new settlers that will take over that place. It means the history of that place has been deleted, and that is the plan. That is what is happening in Nigeria as I speak. And it is going to affect these old people who think they are wise at the end of the day. Except they wake up and be deliberate to sit on a round table with a white man face to face and tell them that their demand in favor of our people. So, if there is any honest approach to use to solve this problem, is to first of all delete their handwriting, which is that signature they have upon us, that amalgamation they did, everything they did should be dissolved. Through what? Then we divide. We divide. We divide. Everybody go to your region and manage your region so that you do your fresh negotiation with any white people that want to come and do anything with your place. And funny enough, all the parts of Nigeria have abundance of mineral resources that can fund a new country.
Yeah.
Igbo is not going to miss Hausa if Nigeria divides. Hausa is not going to miss Igbo. Yoruba, everybody gets business prospect, middle belt. So why not we divide peacefully instead of staying together in chaos?
So you had that discussion there. So that's what I wanted to bring today. Like I said, I do apologize for my picture going, but it is very important that we understand that the West are working with the Fulanis, particularly in Nigeria. And the Fulanis, they are not originally from Nigeria. They're from Futajalon, Futatoro. So they are from the further west of Africa. They're not from Nigeria. Their great grandfather Usman Dan Fodio came to Nigeria initially, and when he came and he saw the Hausas were the people who are a lot in the north part of Nigeria. So when Usman Dan Fodio came to Nigeria, to that part of to Hausa land, Sokoto and all that, and Kaduna and other areas, he now was talking about the religion of Islam. But what they were doing, that Islam was being used as that people who are not following the religion, they were infidels, and on the basis of that, they were conquering them. So they started taking over the land that belonged to Hausas under the guise of religion. So, and since then, they've been trying to take not only the land from the Hausas, but across the whole of Nigeria. Now, when the Colonials came, the Colonials thought, okay, we can use these people to destabilize the region, and that is what they have been doing. So again, sorry about all of this picture thing. I'm really, I just don't know why that picture suddenly went. But I hope you can still hear me. I think you can. Let me just make sure you can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Thank you. So the point I am making is there is a major genocide going on in Nigeria right now, and one of the things there's two things that's happening. We're having northern Nigerian leaders who are sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. So the groups like Boko Haram, ISWAP, Lakurawa, Makban, Boko Haram, Lakurawa, Makban, and then Mietiala and all of that, and the Fulani headsmen. All of them are being funded by many northern Nigerian politicians. And the politicians are doing that because they are intent on getting the resources. They want to get those resources in that area. Okay, I'll ask, okay, dear Baba, I'm going to bring you in so we can say a few words as well. So they are intent on exploiting the resources, not for them, because the northern Nigerian politicians, they don't care about the resources. They care about the money that the colonials are going to give them. So they are working hand in hand with the colonials, who are still intent on exploiting the resources. So the colonials will say, don't worry about weapons. We will give you the weapons. as long as you give us access to where the resources are. So many of the northern Nigerian uh, politicians, they've been empowered covertly by the colonial structure. And as you heard this man say, the colonials now want to actually not only do they want to be exploiting and enjoying the resources, they want to displace permanently the people to whom those resources belong. They want to displace them and benefit directly and kick the people out. So they don't care about the religion of whether you are Christian or Muslim. What the colonials really are interested in is that if you are an African melanated person, you have no right to benefit from your own resources as far as they're concerned. It's the same thing they're doing in Iran. If you see what they're doing in Iran is now fighting back. So let me pause for a second. Dio Baba, greetings and welcome. Let's hear from you. I'm sorry my picture is down at the minute, but let's hear from you. What would you like to say? Hi there. Dio Baba, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, welcome.
Sorry. Man, may God help Nigeria. I always show interest when it comes to anything regarding Nigeria. Sorry, my brother, let me off this thing. I'm watching football, but Nigeria matter is more important. What I want to say is this. You see, I think there must be something like juju that these people are using against Nigeria. I have never seen a country in my entire life where all these things have been tolerated. We are hearing rumors, or maybe allegedly, that government have handed all these things going on.
Yes.
And I really want to believe this. Okay, the president came to the UK just recently.
Yes, that's correct.
And I expect a president, at least deaf and dumb, to get back home and at least give like a press release or, talk to Nigerians. He's not carrying Nigerians along. We are hearing different things of people in government being among the people terrorizing Nigeria, and it's becoming a normal. People are being, unalive, like they say we should be saying now. Recently, there's a guy called John. I watched that thing, my brother. I couldn't. Where they were beating the guy, these people did not cover their face to say that for them not to be
identified.
Seen. They were,
yes,
like,
not to be. So they don't care whether or not they're identified.
Yeah, they are not even hiding themselves. Just 2 days ago on Friday, I saw the largest sum of money being displayed. Like, to be honest, Nigeria is a country of that needs to be declared as an emergency, and it is the people who supposed to stand out, stand up, and fight for their country, not for themselves, but for the future generation. I mean, imagine, I was listening to this thing, my brother, I slept off, but it's inside me. It's like I'm hearing it inside when I was asleep. And when I heard my name, that's when I woke up, to be honest with you.
My gosh.
But the truth is that Nigerians have to make sure, even before, you see, the problem is so big that there are some people are coming out now saying that Tinubu has to resign, which I support, but under normal circumstances. Because why did I say so? It will be worse for Tinubu to resign now. It will not be in the interest of Nigerians, but it will be in the interest of Nigeria, assuming that the deputy or who they call the vice is somebody with a good reputation or with a little bit of integrity.
Correct.
But even himself, we've seen a video where he was with these people. He was even cracking joke that will make any person, even an animal, to know that he's with these people.
Yeah.
Will it be the one that will take over if they said Tinubu should resign?
Very good point.
I think the best thing that we can do now, especially I'm addressing the obedience now, is to go to court and come back. Go back to the incident of the reading. Let them show us, and I want to let you know that people said Obi is weak. Obi believe in the judiciary, but he never knew that it has been bastardized like this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can remember the court thing where Obi's team appealed to the court to allow them to look at materials, the voting materials.
Yeah.
They were
Indeed.
granted. But what happened? The following day, INEC went to court to seek injunction to say that to block them, and it was granted. This is where anybody will notice that our judicial system
It's
is
compromised.
They blocked the INEC got this thing from the court, like is it injunction that restraining
injunction.
Restraining the Obi's legal team from inspecting the material as approved by the previous court.
Wow.
So Nigeria should ask for the paperwork for that electoral material. Let a group come out to say they want to see this. They want Yakubu to come and explain to Nigerians why he told Nigerians that they are going to announce the result the following day because they've not concluded the counting. And then it was around 4 a.m. when everybody was fast asleep that he declared the Tinubu winner of the election. So a lot of things are wrong. Okay, again, let me put this one again. Just a few days ago, there was another report that federal government are in the process of reintegrating repentance. That's the title. We've been hearing this since the time of Buhari.
Not in the process. They've actually they've reabsorbed 700 of them now. They have
744.
Yes, that's correct.
And before now, there was early last week, we heard that some of them were moved from maybe Borno to Abuja. And again, we are hearing another information from the U.S. Maybe embassy or something, that there is the likelihood of an attack in the Najazikwe airport. So I believe that Tinubu is working for some people. I've said this thing from beginning. There is a guy.
Hello?
Nigerian president, Nigerians will regret it. They will regret just looking. Where are the professors? Where is Professor Wole Soyinka? I put this to him that he should be ashamed of himself. Was he not the one that was referring to Peter Obi as a graduate? Now, who is the real graduate? Nigerians have entered one chance. If care is not taken, maybe they will recolonize that country. Because there is nothing indicating that there is a government in that country. It is normal to see that people are being displaced. Do you now know just last week, the military went and bombed some people in the market?
Yes.
Attributing it to mistake. How many times has the military bombed people in the IDP camp too? It happened was it 2 years ago or something? My brother, Nigeria is gone now. The only thing is let Baba Ayo Adebanjo let his spirit come and enter people, because he said if Obi doesn't win the presidency, forget Nigeria. Did you not hear that when Baba said that?
Yeah, I heard.
You see, so to me personally, it will be a miracle. It will be the greatest thing that will happen to Nigeria. I say this, I will repeat it if I can. It's for Obi to become the president of that country, work with the youth, and move Nigeria to a prosperous country.
Yeah.
And like he used to say, I still believe that a new and prosperous working country where anybody will stand to gain from the commonwealth of the country. Because Nigeria is a country that is blessed with, name it, any resources you can find on the planet Earth.
Yeah.
So for Nigeria to have a leader who continues to borrow money to share amongst people in order to gain popularity and gain support to push ahead and probably become the emperor or maybe the king of Nigeria. And again, I ask question which nobody has answered me. Where did Tinubu come from? Who are his parents? Who are his classmates? Who are the people that he associated with growing up? What was he doing before politics?
Mm.
You see, Nigerians, they are what if you read on Nigeria Gbaparo. Let me use Yoruba, not Yoruba, but I was born in Yoruba land.
Okay. Okay.
And they will say, oh, Igbo. Man, Tinubu has divided Nigerians more than ever before.
Okay.
In a recent speech that he made, he said he took over from himself. He said Buhari is himself. You see, this man will say some things and nobody cares. And imagine a country where the legislative arm of government, we have the president among them and be singing on his mandate. They probably they will crash all of them. On your mandate has now taken over the national anthem of the country. And again, look at the national anthem on its own. It was changed.
Yeah.
Now, how many of them, including the governors and Tinubu himself, that can recite the national anthem?
Yeah.
I was watching the African Cup of Nations, and we were looking at our players, just looking. They couldn't even sing the national anthem. It's not their fault.
No.
It is the fault of people that think that they are in government and they are doing necessary things, calling it hope, renewed hope. Do you know the meaning of renewed hope? It means that the previous hope of Nigerians are hopeless or hopelessness.
Yeah.
Now they want to renew their hopelessness.
No.
That is what it is.
Yeah. I mean,
tell me what Tinubu is using all the money. It's almost every month now, every 2 months. He goes and borrow money.
Yeah.
Okay, he went on a state visit. What came out of all the state visits that he has been making from day one? Tinubu has spent more time outside Nigeria than in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And look at when he came to England, hundreds of Nigerians were being unalived in the Middle Belt.
Yeah.
And he knew about this and he still went on for this visit. And you know what? Me and you are in this country. If that kind of visit, it doesn't come, it's not ordinary.
No.
You see, when you see Western leaders going on state visit, know that they are going there for something that will benefit their country, their people.
That's correct.
But in Africa, when an African leader goes on a state visit to most of these European countries, it is to go and sell their people. To me, that's virtually what I see it as.
Yeah.
If not, what information did they feed us with?
Yeah.
And somebody who has gone for, is he not supposed to come back and say, oh, we have signed this contract, we have signed this treaty, we've done, but the only thing we heard is that they are going to repatriate some Nigerians. Is that why a president will leave his country? Why the country is burning?
Yeah.
Brother, how many will I say? If I talk from now to tomorrow, there are so many things wrong. Nigeria is in coma. If Peter Obi is not voted in next year, my brother, mark my words, then just forget Nigeria. Baba Yoadiban said this last time before he went, but any person with common sense will know that Nigeria is already looking like a banana republic. Thank you very much.
Okay, right. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. I listened to everything you said. A round of applause, because you make some very, very, incisive comments. There is no doubt for me. There is no doubt. Once again, I'm sorry about the picture, loss of picture. I'm trying to fix it as I speak to you frantically, but at the same time, I want to focus on making sure I speak and you can hear my voice, which is just as important. One of the things.
Can I add something, brother?
Yeah.
You see, I want to also use this to talk to our friends. Because I remember meeting you in Manchester when we were launching AOC.
Yes.
You remember?
Yes.
When she was wrecking. We spoke and everything.
Yes.
What Shura is doing now against Peter Obi is irresponsible. And I'll tell you why. In 2019, I was in my workplace when I was on short break, and I quickly went on.
Sorry.
1 second.
Excuse me, can I just close your micro because it's coming back?
Sorry.
Please.
Yeah. Go ahead. Yes, it's my. I've got it. Yeah, go ahead. Yes.
Am I okay to go on?
Yeah, carry on.
Yeah. So, Miss Ayo, I was there with you. Me and you spoke. In fact, me and you spoke for some time. Do you know that the situation of Nigeria got me to an extent that I was depressed? And you may have noticed it as well, because sometimes when I'm talking
Yes.
to you, I just, my head is everywhere.
Yes.
You know, I've got family back home, I've got my children back home, and and for the simple reason, because I've seen people who brought their children when they were small, and they grow up, and you tell them to, let's go to Nigeria for Christmas. They said, that that's not my country. This is my country. That's the country. I don't know anybody there. I don't want to go there. I have an uncle that just recently passed away. He built a mansion. I'll come back to Yele's case. He was a supervisor at Jaguar Land Rover. He came out, he retired, like, he had money. He built this house for his children. Now the man is gone. Tell me who is going to benefit from the house, the mansion. The man told me before he died, he made a will, drop it on the table. I said, sir, keep it somewhere now. It's when you have gone that they will bring that out. He said, no, let them see it. Let every one of them see it. He said, look, the man said something that I cried. He said to me, he said, you see that he lived a useless life. I said, no, sir, you know, for you to get to that level of supervisor in a big company like that, and you train your children well. He said, where was the benefit of the children now? He said, that house in the village, who is going to take it? You know, the public, they will fight over it, and, you know, he said he just wasted his life. So this is common with many people that left Nigeria, especially the ones that left mostly during the war, because I can tell you many stories that happened. A lot of people were, you know, I don't want to talk, but those ones that used to follow sheep, my uncle used to follow sheep.
Yeah.
You understand? They go to all these continents. You know. So when they came back, they were coming from England or Britain, coming back to Nigeria during the war. When they got to Lagos, the military jumped into the ship and saying that they are taking all the Igbo men from inside the ship. They are enemies, this and that.
Yes.
Now, if not for the captain of the ship, who said to the military, said, look, you may be in Nigeria, but this is British ship, and I'm now officially ordering you to leave the British ship. That was how my uncle came back to England, and ever since married here and everything.
Okay.
Him too, if not that God gave him wisdom to send 3 of his children back home. They were just like under 5 years. 3 of them, 2 boys, 1 girl. My uncle had 10 children. Those 3 that went to Nigeria and grew up in the village, they are the ones who were there. Every time they take their father to the village during Christmas and everything. That's the gain of my uncle. The other ones that grew up here, they are just Britain.
I hear. I mean, I to be honest, it's a lot of stuff that you mentioned here that is food for thought deeply, and I'm so grateful that you're sharing that, my brother. And I think I remember this person now. It's been a while. Thank you so much.
Yes.
But
thank you. Yeah. I know you have his number, because I remember you took him to Old Trafford. Do you remember?
Yes.
People even play the
Okay. Can I get to say something, please?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, please.
Okay, thank you. You know, all of this Fulani issue, the Islam issue, I don't really think it's the Islam issue or whatever, or Christian issue. You know, these white people, they want to just take the Africa themselves. They don't really think about the African people.
Exactly. What?
They think about themselves. Like my country, you see, this moment now, they say, oh, this human rights watch, they try to say, oh, my country, I don't want to say the word to block your life.
Yeah.
They say they try my language, they say Jack, kill people. They say they kill the Fulani people. That is not true. If you have my country, yes, before they have my country, Fulani people, it be thrown to these people, the Toro.
Yes.
But in moment now, when Ibrahim come into the power, he said to them, you guys, you need to stop all of these things. to come, we need to build our country together. Wherever the land it come from, if you have a land in another nationality, whatever, in my country, we have a lot of different people. Like your country have a Yugo,
Exactly.
Yoruba.
Yes.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it's the same thing to my country. It talking to them. They listen to our president. They listen to Ibrahim Traore. A lot of them they stop. They coming back home. We work together. The Fulani is my country. No, it's not from Burkina Faso. It's from somewhere else.
Yes.
I'm thinking it's from Guinea, wherever, I don't know.
They are from Guinea, yeah.
Yeah, they're from Guinea. Now, when
they don't have position in Guinea, you know, they are not even near the government at all. They are like more or less like a minority group too, you know.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
they now decided to come to another man's country. They are not indigenous to Nigeria.
Yeah.
These people are just like gypsies.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
then, my sister continue.
Yeah, please. Thank you. Thank you, my brother. Go ahead.
All right, thank you. Yeah, they're from Guinea. They're not from my country. But the issue now, the big problem now, this Human Rights Watch, they really want my president. They want Ibrahim Traore. You know why they want this gentleman? Because when he comes to talking to the population, he don't hide anything. He just come to say where he feeling. He just come to remind the people, we don't need to say for slim, for whoever. We need to just take ourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
That is very pain these people, because lot African president, they were here themselves. They were not here with them population. I will come back
exactly
now.
Yeah.
Someone like Chilibu.
Yes.
Chilibu is old man. Why you guys Nigeria people, you can't just stand off like liars people to just take this man way in the power, to bring somebody to come in the hair, fresh hair.
My sister, can I answer that question?
Yeah, go ahead.
Look, it's not as if Nigerians want him. There's something I will discuss the day that I will see good Nigerians talking, because these people impose people on us. You know, it's like you have different political parties. So, and you know, there's corruption in politics, and especially in most African countries. So what they do is they say they do their primaries, and this is the person that wins the primaries, and what they do is they buy it, and this, which is why Peter Obi left. I don't know if you know a little bit about Nigerian politics. This was what made Peter Obi to leave the PDP. Why? Because he was there before and wanted to contest under their banner. And what then happened was the delegates that were supposed to come and made the decision, they have been paid in thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars, each one of them. So how can he win? He cannot win because it's money politics. And he left. He left to a party that was not really popular. And he made the party so popular that he joined the party about 8 months to the election.
Yeah.
Then there was no, according to the criminal people in politics, especially in the APC government that's running Nigeria now, running it down. The thing is that they didn't believe that he could pull crowd because they know that he didn't spend money. They believe that money is everything. But many Nigerian youths that goes by the name Obedient, they stood their ground that they see in Peter Obi a man that we do their own bid.
Yeah, my brother,
those people.
One
their
second.
bid is to see a Nigeria that is working.
Yeah, 1 second.
You understand?
1 second, my brother.
Now, what then happened is that because these political parties have put these people, it was an arrangement. The Tinubu that is ruling us, he made the agreement with the past president that is late now. You understand? So the details is what we Nigerians don't know. What are the details in the agreement he had with them?
Exactly.
Because now Tinubu has already told Nigerians that he cannot fight insecurity, and people don't know that he has made that statement.
Now, let me just. I saw that there was a video that he shared yesterday that talked about. Look, I was the one in charge with Buhari and I work together, so it's a continuation of the government.
Thank you very much.
So I get that, but let us look at it this way. I need to look at the reason I'm bringing this topic is this: we have to be very careful that, you see, the political game that they're playing is a smoke screen. The real issue is what Larry Ndevaso and I mentioned, and that is that the colonial structures are very intent on exploiting African resources, and they will use any means to go in. And if it means that they will make us fight each other whilst we are fighting each other, they take the resources, that's what they will do. So
they have already started that.
Exactly.
Brother, why do you think? Sorry, brother. Why do you think that they're closing people out of displacing people?
Exactly.
From their community?
Exactly. So one of the things that we need to be very, very aware of, that we have to put a stop. We have to find a way to put a stop to the unaliving of our people in our communities. And the only way we can do that is our people, protecting themselves, being aware of what is being done. We know that the West they're providing weapons. They're providing, even healthcare. They go into the bushes to provide treatment via these NGOs. So one of the things that we have to be saying and be very, very clear, that we do not want, like they've done in Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso, they said, Larry Ndevaso can tell me, Larry Ndevaso can confirm this. They were using the ambulances to carry weapons. They were using, and then they found 50 trailers full of weapons.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
And and this is what, so we have to be very aware. So when they say, oh, we are bringing NGOs, and then they're having all these trucks, the NGOs are the most destructive part of what is going on. Now, in terms of Tinubu, I will say this: there's a lot of work that he needs to do. Himself personally, he's got issues, but he's trying to run a ship that is frankly impossible to run, because the real power base remains in the north. And that is
not even in the north, my brother.
I'm going to get to right now. They are like they are proxy. The north are proxies for the colonials, and that is what we have to really understand. That right now, whatever Tinubu, even if you were to put Peter Obi there, he will run into the same problem. And what we have to do is to wake our people up in our communities, so that every community begins to protect themselves. When we are protecting ourselves, then their agenda of clearing us off our land stops. We have to put a stop to it.
Do you know that people's weapons are being taken away from them?
I understand. I know that. But here's what we look at what is. Let me see what is happening in Iran. Iran went and planned. They thought, okay, fine. I mean, you had Trump say it. Trump said in 1987, we want the Iranian oil, and we will do whatever to take it. And they were coming for it. And now Iran started preparing since then. And now the US they were surprised that Iran had been preparing. So we, the people on ground in Nigeria, in our many parts, in many different regions, we need to begin to protect ourselves, because we can see now the government is being hampered by the same structure trying to take the land of the people. And unless we, the people, begin to take that action, many more lives will be lost. So we have to
They have caused diversion.
Exactly.
What they did is to destroy the people and use other things.
Exactly. Like, so when they're talking about religion, they don't care. Religion is a smokescreen. The objective is to take that land by any means necessary. And we have to stop it, because it is not their land, it is ours. I mean, the report by Henry Kissinger talked about that we, as Nigerians, for example, we must not be allowed to benefit from our own resources. You can't, those are the kind of things that we are facing. So we have to re-educate our people now that, look, what we are facing here is not a joke. We need awareness in the communities to stop the killings. But let me just quickly go back to my sister. Larry, you were saying something about what was going on, and I wanted to hear from you a bit more about that. Could you talk to us? Because you were talking about the issue of the Fulanis and how you dealt with them in Burkina Faso. So I don't want to forget that. So please, Larry, go back. Thank you very much, my brother. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yes.
Thank you. That's why I was telling Ellen before. This is Fulani people. Thank you, my sister. This is Fulani people. That's why I'm said before, it's Fulani from my country, before the Ibrahim Traore coming, that is the rock term. They be there to just do all of this mess. But when the Ibrahim come back to power, he said to them, he come to talking to them, he said, listen, we don't need all of this nonsense to our country. If everyone there to fight in your population, you need to come back home. Just leave all of this fight to come back home. They listen to history.
Okay.
It's people from Guinea.
That's correct. Yes.
It's Guinea Fulani. It's not my country Fulani.
Yes.
But that is not me. What can I put the word? That is not me. They try to do something bad to them. They kill it to them.
Yeah.
But my problem is in this Fulani people
These people don't know
it's the people. They manipulate them. They
Yes.
manipulate them. It's the people they were easy to manipulation.
Yeah.
one of the
Indeed.
West.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
they were easy to manipulation because when they come to tell them, oh, you need to do this, you need to do this, we'll give you money. But they don't think themselves. They don't think them population. They think about themselves. If you come in, somebody come to say, okay, I give you money to do all of this thing. You give you money. You go yourself. You don't come back to see your family again. What is the point to go to take the money? My problem here, I'm thinking all of African need to stop all of this issue. It's the president is there before, like somebody like Brent Compaore to my country. This gentleman come to my country, he did 27 years in the power. He don't do nothing at all to my country. If he have the water, road, everything is broken.
Yeah. Yeah.
When they come in, they just take money to themselves, them family, them friend, all of this stuff. When the Ibrahim Traore come back, the liars people like Chani, Ibrahim Traore, and what is called the Mali president.
Assimi
They say,
Goita.
okay, now we need to talk. We need to take our country.
You mean
over.
Assimi Goita?
Yeah, Assimi Goita. We need to take our country over now. That's why they sack them. They sack them. They can't ever come to our country to take our resources again. That's why they gave these people. They don't like them because themselves. They don't like them because they can't come again to take our resources. Like France now. If you have a France, they don't have a job in Paris.
No.
They don't have nothing in Paris because before, when they come into Burkina Faso, they take our jewelry. If in Mali, it's the same thing.
Yes.
Niger, they take them.
Exactly.
That's why France is the other
Problem now.
powerful. But now, all of this country.
They're losing a lot of money. They're losing
Yeah,
because
they
they've not been able to steal
They
from
don't
you
have
guys.
nothing again. That's why they against them. They want to take away them life. But why I'm surprised, what is called this human right wash.
Yes.
Everyone is happening in Africa. If it's somebody like now Iraq, they never go there.
Exactly.
We see what's happening exactly in Europe. They go to killing this small girl. Nobody don't talk. They just make quiet because that is not their business.
Yeah.
But if it's small things happen to Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger, they come in, oh, the people, they were not safe there. They just do this, they just
Exactly.
That is a big liar because we take from our resources. Nobody can come to tell what we need to do.
Yeah.
My country is nobody don't take money from anywhere. It's our population take the money to help our president. My country is growing now. If you go to Burkina Faso now, everything is go very perfect. I'm telling you, my brother.
Yeah.
And thank you. He said you wanna go there, just go to visit this country. That's why I can say in moment now. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Larry Ndevaso. Thank you so much for that. I am going to be in touch with you because I'm still trying to organize a group of us to go over to Burkina Faso, and I will have and I'll actually be able to meet Ibrahim Traore as a group. Larry Ndevaso is going to be working with us in trying to get that done. So that is something I'm trying to do. I do apologize once again for the loss of visuals. There is something going on with the camera. I'm trying to fix it as I'm talking, but it's just proving impossible. But just bear with me. I'm glad you can still hear my voice. So what I'm again going back to what she said there, it is very, very important that we understand that there is an agenda, and Dio Baba talked about it as well. You said that there is an agenda by the Western powers to ensure that we remain oppressed in our land and they can take our resources, and that is what we that is why they're allowing they're promoting the unaliving of so many people. And by the way, I have been flagged on this broadcast by TikTok again because we are speaking about issues that concerns us. But this is frustrating. But I'm not going to stop. It's not going to stop us because this is our lives. We got family and friends back home, like Dio Baba said, and Larin Faso. We all have families, and we're trying to make sure that they have a better quality of life. And there's nothing wrong in us talking about our concerns. Again, I say it again. I'm hoping that we should have we need more platforms, African platforms, where you can speak freely without fear of being cancelled or being taken or being taken down for speaking our truth to power. So I'm having to be very careful of what I say. Even then, if we do see things, they come and they put restrictions. So right now they put some restrictions on it, and that is what is making things difficult. But I wanted to let me just play this again because I want people to understand that Nigeria, for example, it is very important to understand that the colonials they are using in Nigeria at the very least, and I know it's different in Burkina Faso, and thank you, Larinda Faso, for bringing that up, that the people there, they've seen that Ibrahim Traore is very keen on getting the nation moving, and anybody that's dissenting, even the people are with Ibrahim Traore, and the government of Ibrahim Traore, there are people are with them because he's working for them. He's building roads, hospitals, light, schools, bridges, industries, mining. I mean, Burkina Faso are mining their own gold. They're not bringing in foreigners. These are really important things that should be happening, and Nigeria should learn a lot from Burkina Faso, to be honest with you. But the thing is, the compromise in many of those leaders is a problem. So going back to the issue of, quickly, I'll just touch on this now, the issue of Tinubu, because I wanted to address that with Dio Baba too. It is very important to understand that you said it as well yourself. You said that if Tinubu was to step aside, the man who will be there is going to be what? Is going to be Shetima. And who is Shetima? Shetima is the man who is supporting many of these terror people who are in and around and causing this havoc. And then that would be like they will get free rein to do more harm. And of course, they'll be working in tandem with the colonials to make things even worse. So the question now is not even about the leadership, it's about our people on ground and how the people can demand that, no, we don't want a leadership that is actually selling us out. We want leadership that serves us, the people. So that is the work that we need to do, in my opinion, and that's why I'm bringing the question like this. I'm going to be talking more about this. Hopefully, when I come next time, the picture will be stable. It is frustrating that I'm not able to you can't see me as I'm talking because it's I do like the connection of being able to speak and then you can hear me, and then that message carries through a lot more. Not to say that it's not carrying through now because people are still following us, but I just know that TikTok are making things difficult in any way, shape, or form, and that's why everyone I'm having this issue with the cameras as well, whatever it is, because it doesn't normally happen like this. But I've noticed the last few times it seems to be something that is suddenly cropping up.
It's called suppression.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
It's on Facebook.
Exactly.
I
So
think Facebook is working for them. I think part of them are working for Nigeria, to be honest with you.
it won't surprise me. Yeah, they're all part of the same network trying to suppress and everything else. But we will not be deterred. So
I'd like to call you after your program. There are some things I want to tell you. I don't want
okay. Okay, please, that'll be good. I mean, yeah, please do. No problem. I'm quite keen. Now, so thank you so much for that. I want to thank. Let me round of applause for the two of you for your contributions and for what you've been saying thus far. I'm gonna crack on a little bit more. I want to just play this bit here and let us see what happens. I want people to understand what has been done. You see, gifting suspended, live visibly restricted. Again, I've got that sign again that my platform has been restricted, but don't matter. Let's carry on anyway. So I'm just gonna close it. Let's play this anyway.
These people don't know the plan of the West. If you take a look at Jos, For instance, anytime I see the insecurity in Jos and why the people of Jos can never be at peace, it is not even because of religion. There is a deliberate attempt by conspiracy from the West to wipe out people from Jos and take over that place. The Western people want to come and settle in Nigeria the way they settled in South Africa. It is their thing. So, the most friendly place that they can settle in the whole of West Africa that have a conducive weather condition for them to come and settle is Jos. So, there won't be peace. There won't be peace in that place. And it might look funny to you. That city in South Africa that is being occupied by white people today, there was a time the black people living there never believed that white people could come and take over the whole of the city. That is how it always looks. You will never believe that people can be evacuated, but it can. It can. Evacuation is very, very gradual, and it will happen in the next 100 years, in the next 200 years, in the next 300 years. If they tell you that there were black people in Jos, you will not believe it. And those fools fighting, they thought they are fighting and retaliating over religion, but they will just come and wipe all of them out. And claim it is terrorists, it is bandits, it is Boko Haram. Then further they will say they want to come and cry, they want to come and clean up the place, they want to come and do a resettlement. Before you know that, the building is the taking over of that place. And I have an evidence of this. People are being displaced. Villages are being displaced. Which means if somebody is living, as I speak to people, don't get village again. Some people in Nigeria now, they don't get village. They don't get say, I want to go back to village. They don't get. If they come to village, they see where they bury their forefathers, where their palace, everything burnt down, and the men killed, and the rest of them scattered. So before one person go stay for an anti place for Lagos, another person go stay for different hang around where they don't go hang. What did they call them? IDPs. If they stay at IDPs, I bet you that village can never come back as that village again. So before you know, they will not do as if they have made peace for them and people should return, they will bring the new settlers that will take over that place. It means the history of that place has been deleted, and that is the plan. That is what is happening in Nigeria as I speak. And it is going to affect these old people who think they are wise at the end of the day. Except they wake up and be deliberate to sit on a round table with a white man face to face and tell them their demands in favor of our people. So, if there is any honest approach to use to solve this problem, is to first of all delete their handwriting, which is that signature they have upon us, that amalgamation they did, everything they did should be dissolved. Through what? Then we divide. We divide. We divide. Everybody go to your region and manage your region so that you do your fresh negotiation with any white people that want to come and do anything with your place. And funny enough, all the parts of Nigeria have abundance of mineral resources that can fund a new country. No, Igbo is not going to miss Hausa if Nigeria divides. Hausa is not going to miss Igbo. Yoruba, everybody get business prospect, middle belt.
Exactly.
So why not we divide peacefully instead of staying together in chaos?
So I'm sorry about this, guys, because of they're just bringing the broadcast down so much. But I will be bringing this to an end now. I'm going to try and come back later on and sort the picture out. But I wanted to just touch on this. I want to thank Larry in the Faso, and I will give you a call. And Dio Baba, I will give me a call later on. We will talk some more. It's just distracting to do the broadcast and not have the visuals working. It's too. I'm trying to fix in the background. And of course, I know they've blocked me. But I'm going to come back later on. I will talk some, and we'll carry on talking about this because we need to raise awareness about this. There is a genocide going on, and that is something that we need to stop. And it's a combination of things. One, we know that those in government with Buhari, under Tinubu now, there are other leaders who do not want him in power. So they're doing everything they can to, first of all, cause havoc. And one of the things they're doing is using these terrorists to go and displace and cause things on one side, and of course they're getting the benefit of doing that as in the resources in those areas. So that is something that is a problem that we need to really identify. And like I said, even if it was Peter Obi that was there, he'll be facing exactly the same situation, because the people who are ultimately controlling those northern Nigerian leaders are indeed the colonials for their benefit. So we have to be very, very clear about what we're saying here. We need awareness in our communities. Our people must defend themselves. Under Section 33 of the Nigerian Constitution, you have a right to defend your life, And that is important that we state that. And in Yoruba, for example, it says, "Gbogbo wa la ní ẹ̀tọ́ láti dáàbò bo ẹ̀mí ara wa. Kò sẹ́ni tí ó ní ẹ̀tọ́ láti gba ẹ̀mí ẹnikẹ́ni àfi tí ẹni náà bá rú òfin ìlú." That means that you have a right to life, save except in the case of conviction in the court of law for a crime for which you have been tried and convicted. So you have a right to life, and that's the message that I wanted to send above all right now to all the communities, because Nigeria is really burning. And I make no joke. Nigeria is burning. I know people will say it's alarmist. I will come back and talk about it. I see so much videos of so much bloodshed right now in Nigeria, so much bloodshed. I can't share it. Dio Baba will confirm what I'm saying to you, and we need to take action. So that is our priority. I'm grateful that Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger are also confronting these things, and they're taking steps. But obviously, Nigeria being something, family, my own family are directly impacted, and my relatives and everybody else. We have to address this, and we have to shine a light on it. It doesn't remove from the struggle and the goal, which is to raise awareness so that we can hold our governors accountable, even more so now. So please, what this man said here is very, very true. I will share that video again. It is important that we talk about this, raise that awareness. But I want to thank everybody who's joined me now. I know that my podcast has been deliberately reduced, but it doesn't matter. Thank you for joining. Please, the awareness is this. We need to go out and make people aware that there is a genocide going on in Nigeria every single day. Many people have been unalived, even more. There are more. The number of people being unalived is even more than is being reported. And that's a fact, because they're going into communities en masse. They're going, and in fact, they're not even afraid. Did you know that was it Lakurawa? I think no, ISWAP just a day or so ago, they were protesting that they were being targeted by the military weapons of Nigeria, and they were saying that they should stop. These are the people that are going to communities and destroying lives. They are so bold that they are even on the streets in Nigeria telling the government to stop trying to wipe them, take them out, or wipe them off the face of the earth in Nigeria because of what they're doing. And they are so bold that they are even going out on the street. Between Maiduguri and Damaturu, this happened like a day or two yesterday, and a day or two ago, whereby the terrorists were on the street protesting to the Nigerian government to stop unaliving them. So this is Sarah S. Bifat. Thank you very much. So what I'm saying to you all, it is very, very important. I'm going to come back, like I said, but I'm really grateful. Larry and Devaso, thank you so much for listening and for joining in, and your contributions and the awareness about what's going on in Burkina Faso. Dear Baba, thank you very much, and everybody else listening. But as you know, TikTok are always they're very, very, they're bringing the video broadcast down, and because of the picture issue, I'll have to go and come back. So
Thank you very much, my
thank you.
brother.
Thank you. I'll be in
for
touch. We
all
will.
the good you do for Africans. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll come
Thank
back
you.
later.
Yes. Thank you.
All right.
Thanks. Okay.
Thank you, my
Thank you,
brother.
sister.
All right. See you guys. Thank you. Thank you, Baba. Bye, guys. Bye for now. Bye. 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 Okay. So there you have it. I've had to leave the TikTok because TikTok, I don't know what it is they're doing. They're being very, very it is increasingly difficult for me to be on TikTok, and I'm even thinking of stopping it altogether because I just find, even as I'm doing the broadcast, they're putting appeals and warnings, and it's all designed to make you feel religious psychosis. Exactly. So you mentioned that as Synovia Ridley. So what I will say is that Ridley, you can also email me on admin@citizenay.org. admin@citizenay.org. Let me see if I can type that. So maybe I can actually get the email that way, and then we can send you some the newsletter and others as well. Please, if you haven't joined our newsletter, do so. Let me see if I can put it up here. It's on my system. I just want to make sure. Okay, if I don't get to type it here, it's not letting me do it. admin@citizenay.org. It's that simple, but I will try and bring that up. So one of the reasons why I'm doing this now is I am very, very concerned about what is going on in my home country. Obviously, the daily unaliving is something that one can no longer ignore. It just can't be ignored. It is something that's causing major harm, and that's why I wanted to come on today and really talk about that, because it is something that is really impacting my people. Please, as ever, don't forget to subscribe to us on YouTube right here, on TikTok, on Instagram, Facebook, X Space. Help us grow the platform, and it's always a pleasure seeing you Synovia Ridley, to have you join us. I'll try and see if I can get that picture, the email sent to you. I'll put it again, the email address, so that you can also get the newsletter. There are some there are some things that we're trying to do differently. You're very welcome. So we there are some things we're trying to sort out, but obviously, with the cancel culture of many of these Western platforms, it makes it very difficult to be able to make any concrete plans, and because they're always doing things to frustrate. But we carry on nonetheless. We carry on regardless. So for now, I want to say thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. You've been listening to Citizen AY, the platform where we speak to about later on. Thank you, and bye for now. Bye, guys. Bye.